San Antonio, Texas, and the Alamo Dome. The season reaches a conclusion, both of these teams trying to finish with a victory in the Alamo Bowl. It's the Texas Longhorns and the UCF Knights. Reese Davis, David Polley, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
As I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game, he is using the disappointment of this season really to motivate his team. As you know, they were in a college football national championship last year and fell just short. And this year has been a disappointment. But he's telling his team, we have to decide, can we be a program that is consistently good, consistently in the college football playoff? This season cannot define what type of program we are. We have an opportunity to change that perception here today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Knights offense will come out first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a double.
Looking for space. It's Williamson. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on 3rd down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked off.
The Knights will call on their punt team. On the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So Texas offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Going up against a secondary that has had its struggles, and he'll look to exploit them in this one. From the gun, running back on the move. Turning it on! Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Arch is going to throw for it. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Wide receiver going in motion. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Upstairs to make the catch. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. UCF 0. He'll bring it out. It's Ashley. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Pulls it, fired complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Fires to the big fella. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
2nd down coming up. They'll run him again. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. The Knights are flying down the field. Drops back on first down. Looking for a big play. It's dropped after taking the hit. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Knights will try to pick it up on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Holds it in, the first down and more. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. The Knights go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Charles. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Out wide left, it's Charles. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. The Knights lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Gets the back moving. Run in the red zone, it's Williamson. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Arch Madness. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Long way to go on 2nd down. Manning with a play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Breaks into the open. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
timing has to be so good. You're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late.
He's going for the goal line. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with his second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, UCF! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Play action, here's Manning. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Manning from the gun on third down. Fires to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. After losing a couple on that last play, here's second and 12. Here's Arts to throw. Fires to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock him free and forces the third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37. The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Manning on play action. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. First and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Coming out with it, it's Simon. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. And here comes the offense on second down. Pulls it on the option. Runs through a tackle. Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a first down as this offense tries to put together a long drive. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Left side is Farmer. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off play action on first down. Finds the big tight end. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Knights want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
There he goes. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Knights look to do some damage in the red zone. Right back to the well. Here. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Throwing Manning. Looking to the big tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
They go play action with Manning. Throws for the tight end. And the pass was broken up, incomplete. And there's a flag on the field. This could be offensive holding. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They've got a little more work to do after that holding call. It's 2nd and long. The run inside. It Smothers. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Going to take a shot. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. From the gun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Knights moving quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage.
Snags it and he's open. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for the edge. Pulls it on the option. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Split backs here. Trying to establish the run. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first. Under pressure. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got the tight end. UCF wants to take a moment. They use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On third down, he drops to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. He's looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Just enough time to get off 1 more snap. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Snags it over the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. Absolutely perfect. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Back now to your game inside the Alamo Dome. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Alamo Dome.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Manning throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Manning. Fires left. Complete left side, Coleman. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Running inside. It's Smothers. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. The Longhorns are facing 3rd and inches. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. Turning it on. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. On the move. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. They'll go to the counter play. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. They're going to run it. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Longhorn. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Gets rid of it. Out wide left, it's Charles. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. Looking for room at the 30. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Got it! Touchdown, UCF! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Texas offense. Takes a handoff. It Smothers. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here's Manning to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the left. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, it Smothers. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. A defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Hand it to the back. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick give. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone. And the Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. To throw, Manning. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Straight ahead, it's Smothers. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. And the Longhorns will try to move the sticks on 4th down. 4th down, Manning. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Texas! Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the return, it's Ashley. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Tells the run, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. On the ground with the counter. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Off play action. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Here comes the heat. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock, or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Hits inside, it's Smothers. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Got his man to the left. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Smothers. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Working the ground game. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Wide receiver going in motion. They give it to him again. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. UCF wants to take a moment. They use their second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Finding some room. He gets just a few links away from that first down marker as they almost convert on third down there.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
And he got it! Just over a minute to go in this one. They have the lead now to try to hold.
Big-time kick late in the fourth quarter to take the lead. Now, not much time left. Defense has to be ready on the sideline, ready for the 2-minute drill, knowing exactly what you're doing to get one more stop.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sells to run, looking to pass. Soft spot in the middle. They've got him down. It's the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Yeah, and this offense knows what it's like. This is the 2-minute drill. We got to keep the pedal to the floor. Nice job getting the first down.
He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating. And you know they want to push the ball down the field. But a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Finds a man on the left. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Now remember, no timeouts left here, so they've got to get lined up and spike the ball.
Yeah, great job getting the first down. Now get on the ball, spike it real quick, then we can get organized while the clock's not running.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Took a shot as he threw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on third down. It's 56 yards out from here. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it upfield. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. And with 5 seconds left, this one to send us to overtime. And it's good! They've tied the game in the final seconds.
And the late game execution worked to perfection. Moving the ball down the field, getting your kicker in a spot. You know exactly where he likes to kick it from. He drives it through. We're tied up, and we're headed to overtime.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Arch is going to throw for it. He's going for a big play downfield. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. There he goes. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Here comes first and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. Tough run here. It's Smothers. Touchdown, Longhorns! They strike first here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Snapped it. They'll throw to start the drive. Rush right in his face. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Third down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
That'll do it. The sack ends it as the defense puts the final nail in the coffin. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays in big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
It has been quite a season. Thanks for going on the ride with us on EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. We'll see you next season.